Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Sister Deborah is coming to you, pretty much those who have an ear to hear. Let them hear. I'm going to come a different route this time. When I first started on YouTube, I was speaking about the keys to the kingdom. Now, Sister Deborah speak it regarding the light. Go into the light. The keys and the light is one of the same. The keys take you to the light, okay? And being so in this day in which we are in, it's time to go toward the light. Head to the light. I've been on here about 3 years, almost 3 years. And I'm going to say this here. Out of the videos that I've seen on YouTube, outside of Josh, a lot of people are speaking things that doesn't fit the light nor the day. I know it's a lot of things are really soothing and comfortable in the night and in the dark. But Sister Deborah is going to come around a different way. And to those who have an ear to hear, let them hear. And with this, that I'm going to start doing with videos, is I'm going to throw out worms on a hook and hope that many can bite their end and be caught by the rod of the Most High Yah. Because where we at is not the time period. When I mean time, let me say it's not the day in which we should be still yet walking in darkness. And from what I could discern from where I am beholding these things, which is the wilderness, I can see that it's not moving toward the light. It's almost to the point it's moving away from the light. Let me cover something on here before I start this here new thing that I'm going to do. When you go to Matthew's chapter 24, verse 3, in Matthew's chapter 24, verse 3 was a very, how would I say it, appointed time that need be. And if you really just take an ear to hear, in Matthew's chapter 24, verse 3, it says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?" Now, here they are, the disciples of Yeshua. They came to him privately, and they wanted him to tell them what? When shall time, they said, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world? They was asking him several things. They wanted him to tell them when uh, 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 when these things be, okay, and what shall be the signs and of the end of the world. So they was asking questions that they was really wanting to know, and by Yeshua HaMashiach informing them, that was the message that's given to us. A lot of people are not focusing on what the disciples uh, uh, was doing this day, and they was privately meeting with not Yeshua, and this was an appointed and anointed time period in which was I would say orchestrated by Yah, because it constantly send me messages. And the only way it can send me messages through Yah's Ruach, if it was orchestrated by the Most High Yah. Okay. And what I see in here is more, is so much power in this statement. And Sister Deborah, you heard her say it several times, but in this statement here, I have said this several times on many of my videos, because it's a lot of power in it. And what the response, it's a lot of power in what Yeshua was going to inform them. It's a lot of power in it. It's more power in it than what he's about to tell them that shall come or be in the end days, what he's about to say. So you go to Matthew's in chapter 24, and we go to verse 3, and I'm going to go over verse 3 again, but I'm going to nail you where the power rests therein. Okay, and verse 3 said, and verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world? I like what Yeshua said, because it just feels good. It's just something about what he said, because, and it feels good to me because it reminds me of what I'm constantly saying the 3 years I've been on here. And what does he say? Verse 4, and Yeshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. You see what I'm saying? That was his first thing to them. I'm going to tell you what's going to be the coming of my coming, the signs, and what's going to be the end, the coming of the end. I'm going to give you that. But first of all, I want to let you know, I know you're not going to be here, but I want you to know this. Be not deceived. And Sister Deborah said that to you today. Be not deceived. Because this same thing Yeshua was saying to the disciples was power. He was actually saying to them, it is important that you be not deceived. He was telling it to his 12 disciples. So what is it that Sister Deborah is saying is, you all out there, be not deceived, because that is one of the most powerful things that's hitting the face of the earth than anything. The spirit of deceiving the minds of man. Big time. And if it was if it was something that was deceiving the people when they wouldn't know or they couldn't see it, I could see. Mm-mm. These people are being deceived while looking at being deceived eye to eye. So Sister Deborah is going to come around another way. I'm going to open up the comment board and I'm going to ask questions. And I want you to expound on it, because the way you answer the question dictate how open you are in your spirit to the Most High Yah. You see, it's coming a route to really go after your spirit and chase it down and tackle it and to submit to the Most High Yah and Him only. So that's what Sister Deborah is about to do. Okay. So the first one is going to be, what was the promise that Abraham received from Yah? What was the promise? And how does it connect today? What was the promise to Abraham And how does it connect to us today? What was the promise that Yah made with Abraham? And where along the line today it connects to us as a people? Because what I'm seeing is so sad. The level of being deceived is so powerful. But the Most High says, Deborah, they being deceived with their eyes wide open, beholding the spirit of deceiver. And I think that's kind of sad. So let me see if you could really tag in on what was the promise that y'all made with Abraham, and how does it connect with you today in this day and time? That promise, how does it connect to you? Because there is a newfound religion, and it's called the Hebrew Israelites movement, and it's moving people everywhere around the four corners outside of the bosom of Yah. None of the messages is leading the people to Yah, but the people are swimming in it. And y'all don't have any problem with it. You know why? He said, Deborah, that's the purpose of the sower and the seeds. Because he remember, all right, let me tell y'all something. I was pregnant with my daughter at 43. And when he brought that to me that deep about, because for years I questioned, wait a minute. The sower and the seed, the sower who sowed those seeds, wait a minute, he got some issues. That's how I dealt with it. Because I said, wait a minute, I see something different here. So he explained to me, Deborah, where the people are today has connection to the sower that sowed the seeds. It has some connection to the wheat and the tare. Leave them alone. Let them grow together. Hallelujah. It has some connection to where you got 5 in the house, 2 against 3. There's some things going on, you guys. And it's not what they're teaching you in this day and time. And Sister Deborah is coming a different route. Matter of fact, I think I want to call it coming through the side window of a house. And I'm bound to get in. Someone is bound to open up the front door. Because Sister Deborah is bringing all the keys to that house, to that front door, so that you all can see it in the light, in the day. Tell me, what was the promise that y'all made with Abraham that affect us today? And when you get there, you'll see the light a little bit better in what you've been taught, what you've been hearing on this Deborah platform. But you got to be able to go in there and get it. So I, Sister Deborah, would say to you, I hope you join me in this journey. I'm coming with the keys to open the door to all those that sits in the night and in darkness, waiting for the light that rests therein to spring up. Let me hear from you in a comment. Tell me. There's a lot of people will be quick to answer. And the reason why they quick to answer is because they still so used to hearing different people's messages to where they think they got everything packed down. They so far south as there is north in understanding and walking in light and walking in the day. So if you can tell me what would be, what is the promise y'all made with Abraham, and how does it affect the people today? So, our Sister Deborah says, Shalom and Shalom. Hope to hear from you.